Hi, I'm Brielle, and this month we are exploring some delicious wines and what they say about our personalities. Who we are has an influence on what we like, and vice versa. This month, gather your friends and make a game of our tasting collection, which we've dubbed the Wine Egram, modeled after the very popular Enneagram, which is a personality model of the human psyche. Taste and savor each wine, and then rank your preferences 1 through 6, and then turn the tasting mat, which comes with your collection, around and learn what your chosen wine and you have in common. I'll give you a quick tour of each one while you sip. First up, we have our Sauvignon Blanc from Lodi, California. This wine is light and airy with a punch of acid and notes of lemongrass, clementine, and orange blossom. Sauvignon Blanc is a grape known the world over for making delicious wines that pair well with fatty cheeses and other light fare. From New Zealand to California, wines made from this grape are enjoyed, and in my opinion, the colder, the better. If this is your top wine in the bunch, you are as bright as the wine you're sipping. You're fun, spontaneous, and always the life of the party. Okay, next up, we have our Chardonnay from Lake County, California. These first two wines might be from the same state, but they bring distinct flavor profiles. Chardonnay is a chameleon grape. It's great at picking up the flavors and aromas that result from the climate, growing conditions of the vineyard, and the effects of certain winemaking decisions. This one is a great place to start if you are Chardonnay curious. This wine is a bit more lively than a buttery Chardonnay, which tastes this way because of how the wine is aged, often in oak barrels. Instead of those oaky, buttery notes, this Chardonnay has notes of honey blossom, pear, citrus peel, all of which contribute to each lively sip. And if this one is your favorite, you are a lively wine lover. Elegance and sophistication define you. Next up, we have our Merlot, which is a grape that often gets a bad rap thanks to the classic movie Sideways, in which characters lament Merlot as a favorite wine. But fear not. This one from Columbia, Washington is soft and elegant with hints of cherry and vanilla flavors and a medium body. So sip that and see if that sounds like the wine we're sipping. There's some earthiness on the palate of this wine as well, which I personally love. And if you do too, consider yourself an earthy wine lover. You are comforting yet intriguing, plus warm, welcoming, and have a down to earth charm. Next up is a delicious red wine blend from Portugal. This blend, made from a combination of Portuguese grapes, is chock full of red berries, both in aromas and in flavors. It's full bodied and luscious and begging for a pairing that's equally as complex. So try spiced meat dishes or bold cheeses like pepper jack or habanero cheddar. A wine this bold needs food pairings with a kick. And if this wine is just your style, consider yourself a bold wine lover. You're bold yourself, confident and never afraid to take the lead. Speaking of bold, next up is our Petite Syrah. This one comes from Clarksburg, California, where it's been grown for over 100 years. The wine in this glass is a great example of big, bold flavors and pronounced aromas. On the nose, I smell ripe berries, these brambly boysenberry pie notes, plum, wild huckleberry. The palate transitions into pure blueberry backed by vanilla, dark cocoa, chocolate, and dry oak with these drying tannins and subtle coffee flavors. It's jammy and so smooth, right up my alley. And if this is your favorite too, then your wine personality is complex. You're deep, complex, and a little mysterious. Last, but certainly not least, we have another red blend, this time from Monterey, California. This blend is sure to be a crowd pleaser because it has complementary flavors and aromas like blackberries and blueberries, a medium body, which makes it easy to pair, and some savory flavors on the finish with mocha and vanilla notes. I love red blends because to me they represent the real artistry in winemaking. Vintners get to act as mad scientists, combining grapes to make the blend that perfectly expresses the best of what the vineyards they work with have to offer. And we get to sip their masterpieces. If this wine is just your style, your wine personality is grounded. You love finding beauty in the simple, reliable moments and creating memories with the people who matter most. Now, just like with traditional personality tests, your results might change over time, which I guess means you'll have to keep sipping to figure out how your mood influences which wines stand out. Here's hoping this collection is one you can enjoy with friends of all personality styles. Cheers!